I'm settling into the unfathomability and beauty and peace of being escorted by whales. I posted a video about how this came about a couple of weeks ago. If you'd like to get the background, I'll post the link in the description. They've been appearing around me with greater and greater frequency. Part of this is the algorithm, as my husband likes to remind me, but it's also happening around me, on books I walk by, clothing people wear, people I run into. One possible algorithm connection was the photography and articles by Paul Nicklen, which brought so much more clarity to the spiritual phenomenon I am experiencing. The tales of his encounters are amazing, and I highly recommend checking them out. I will post links to these as well. His stories reveal the rewards that come from persistence, patience, and hope. Some of his shots he obtained because he was able to deep dive into the ocean and hold his breath longer than most find tolerable, both of which came from extensive training, courage, and dedication. Some of his shots came on the days he was about to give up and head home, only to give it one last go and find that magic moment because he was willing to just try one more time. One lesson I gleaned from this was that magic comes at the cost of devotion, faith, repetition, and endurance. I have been trying to astral project for a while now with no success, and only sometimes get an experience during trance work, which can be discouraging. This gave me renewed motivation to keep going, however. Another piece of the puzzle was in realizing just how cross-dimensional whales really are. I believe that the world is metaphor, and that the phrase, as above, so below, is true on all levels. Water is symbolic of our subconscious. It is also a portal between worlds as it births and sustains life. The tip of the iceberg tells us that what meets our physical vision is just a fraction of what exists below the surface of our third dimensional awareness. Whales live within these depths, but they also exchange breath with those of us on the surface. They spray into our conscious world what has been lurking out of sight, and in exchange, they then take down the energies, thoughts, dreams, and desires we have breathed out into the atmosphere and pull them down into Mother Ocean, into the realm of mystery where all things begin, where land itself rises up, oxygen is released, and the planet's circulation system is generated. Whales also migrate across the world, some of them traveling from one pole to the other, giving birth to their young in the south and then moving north to better feeding grounds. Whales also travel in pods, which are groups varying in size. As described in my previous video, my original thoughts around the spiritual call of the whales were around being birthed anew and being reminded of past life ties to Lemuria. And now, I have a richer understanding of this connection. I now also understand, in the words of Ram Dass, that we are walking each other home. Back to our connection with Source, back to our essence as spiritual entities, back to unity and community and kinship. We need persistence and dedication, yes, but we also just need to relax and let the current of the ocean take us where we need to go, back home to our connection with all our relations, back home.